Three of the most daring heists ever pulled off. Millions of dollars. Years of planning. Almost the perfect crime. Every single time. And every single time, it came down to the same small failure. Getting rid of the trash. I'm Vanished Witness, and every week I go back through the cases nobody can fully explain. The ones where the how is almost stranger than the crime itself. Today, 3 heists. 1 shared mistake. Let's start with the first one. In February 2003, a 5-man crew led by Leonardo Notarbartolo broke into the vault of the Antwerp World Diamond Center, considered one of the most secure facilities in the world. They walked away with an estimated $100 million in diamonds, gold, and gems. No alarms went off. It took traders until the next morning to even realize they'd been robbed. For days, investigators had almost nothing to work with. Then, a local shopkeeper found a large pile of garbage dumped in a nearby forest. Trash from the gang's safe house, mixed in with shredded documents and food waste. Among it, a half-eaten salami sandwich. Police ran DNA on it. It matched Notarbartolo. That sandwich, combined with a grocery receipt for it found in his rented apartment, helped anchor the case against him. 2 SIM cards found in the same trash pile helped investigators trace phone activity to other members of the crew. The mistake wasn't in the plan. The vault, the alarms, the timing, all of it worked. After pulling off one of the most technically perfect heists in history, someone in the crew simply threw their own trash away carelessly in one place without thinking about what was in it. That's mistake number 1. Treating your own garbage like it couldn't talk. The second one is almost the opposite. This crew didn't get sloppy after the job. They got sloppy before it even started. Over the 2015 Easter weekend in London, a crew of aging career criminals, most of them in their 60s and 70s, broke into the Hatton Garden safe deposit vault. They stole an estimated £14 million in gold, cash, and gems. It's still considered one of the largest burglaries in British legal history. The break-in itself was almost flawless. But in the lead-up, the gang used a distinctive white Mercedes with a black roof to scout the location. A car that stood out enough for police reviewing CCTV footage afterward to notice it parked near the building. Running its license plate through London's congestion charge camera database led straight to the home of one of the gang's members, John Kenny Collins. From there, investigators used phone records and hidden listening devices planted in the suspects' cars to identify the rest of the crew, several of whom had also planned the entire job using their personal cell phones instead of anything harder to trace. The mistake wasn't the burglary itself. Professional criminals with decades of experience did their planning and reconnaissance using their own identifiable car and their own phones.
Two heists. Two very different kinds of carelessness. The third one might be the most avoidable mistake of all, because it happened after the hardest part was already done. In December 1978, a crew connected to the Lucchese crime family robbed the Lufthansa cargo terminal at JFK Airport. They made off with roughly $6 million in cash and jewelry. At the time, the largest cash robbery in U.S. history. The plan came from inside information about a monthly overnight cash shipment, and the heist itself took less than an hour.
One crew member, Parnell Stacks Edwards, was responsible for one simple final task: destroy the getaway van at a junkyard in New Jersey. Instead, he parked it near his girlfriend's apartment and left it there. Police found the van 2 days later, with his fingerprints still inside it. The hardest part of the entire operation was pulled off successfully. The plan fell apart because of the easiest step: actually getting rid of the evidence, which nobody bothered to finish.
3 heists, 3 perfect plans in 3 different decades. None of these crews were caught because of a security flaw, a witness, or bad luck during the crime itself. Every single one of them was undone after the crime was already successful, by the ordinary, unglamorous task of disposing of evidence properly, which each crew treated as an afterthought. The hard part is planning a perfect crime. The easy part is not getting caught afterward. And somehow, it's always the easy part that fails.
3 heists, 3 perfect plans, all undone by the most boring part of the job: taking out the trash. If you were pulling off the perfect crime, what's the one detail you think people always forget? Let me know in the comments. And if you want the next case file, hit subscribe. I post a new one every week.